For the best sports in Lorain, that's TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good evening and welcome. We get set for boys varsity basketball. Should be a great game tonight.
It's going to be.
On WLCS TV 20 alongside Bob Braskich. I'm Rob Polinsky. It's the undefeated Lorain Titans, 13-0, 5-0 in Lake Erie League against the Bedford Bearcats, 7-2. But more importantly, they, like Lorain, are 5-0 and undefeated in the Lake Erie League as we end round one of league play. Bob, these two teams will end the regular season at Bedford on February 24th, but tonight's game goes a long way into who's going to win the LEL.
This is as big of a game as you could have during the regular season. And I don't have much to say about Bedford other than their size matches us. Their athleticism matches us. If you follow their scores, comparative scores against common opponents, they're very similar. They only lost by 2 to a very good St. Ed's team. And I know one thing, when you play Bedford, you have to get back on defense. They look to run at every opportunity. And sometimes it's smart to start the game by keeping 2 back. I mean, they're that good in transition. You have to make them work for everything they get. Nothing easy. And then the other thing is, and Rob, we've seen it this year, we have a tendency to, get a big lead in the first half and we kind of fall off a little bit like we did the other night in Medina. You've got to play the full 32 minutes against Bedford.
The Lorain Titans come in undefeated in league play, so do the Bedford Bearcats. Something's got to give. We'll find out when we come back. It's Lorain and Bedford. We'll tip it off. It's next on WLCS TV 20. You're watching the home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Veterans benefits earned through your service in the National Guard or Reserve can offer a range of support.
I wouldn't be here today as a successful woman without the help that I received.
From home loans to job training, go to benefits.va.gov/Guard Reserve to find out more, even how to apply online using e-benefits.
This is one of the best things I ever did in my life.
We were very fortunate to have these benefits, so we definitely ought to use them.
Achieve your next mission. Learn about your VA benefits today.
Have you ever bought a car and then realized you couldn't afford it? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. Don't be insane. At Credit Max Auto, you can get a really great car with a payment you can't afford. Visit us at creditmaxauto.com.
And we get to set the tip off this much anticipated varsity basketball game. The two heavyweights in the Lake Erie League so far this year, your Lorain Titans and the Bedford Bearcats. Alongside Bob Braskich, I'm Rob Polinsky. Titans in the home whites, Bedford in the road greens. Rashad Berry jumping up with Lamont Rhodes. Ball in the air, and Rashad Berry controls the tip to Eddie Williamson, and the Titans with the basketball. It's the familiar 5 with Eddie Williamson, Naz Bohannon, Davier, and Devon Andrews, alongside Rashad Berry, starting for your Titans.
Good
man-to-man defense. Yep, man-to-man defense for Bedford. Williamson guarded by Mike Smith. Smith went for the steal and he got it. Smith spins at midcourt. Bohannon goes for the steal, got it to Rashad Berry. Headed Davier Andrews, jump stop, put it up, no. Returned by Devon Andrews is good. 2-0. Titans open up with a lead, full court press. Easily, the Bearcats beat it. They get it ahead. Myron Pruitt put it up, no, but he's fouled. Let's get the starting 5 for Bedford. It'll be Mike Smith, Trey Granger, Armand Perry, Myron Pruitt, and Lamont Rhodes. Foul is going to go on Devon Andrews, his first. Titans got to stay out of foul trouble tonight, Bob.
Yeah, they broke that press fairly easily. I mean, they flashed the guy into the middle, and then, they looked opposite. And, fortunately, they might get 2 out of it anyway, but, I mean, they had a layup.
Myron Pruitt at the line for Bedford made his first free throw. 3
juniors and 2 seniors for Bedford. Nice size, 6'6", 6'5".
Pruitt again, good again. Pruitt, the 6'5" senior, ties it at 2, and here come the Titans. Rashad Berry, baseline jumper, 8 feet, it's good. 4-2 Titans.
Boy, Rashad's really improved on shooting that little baseline jump shot.
Rhodes beats the press, gets it ahead to Trey Granger. Corner 3 ball is missed by Mike Smith. The return is up and in, and making that was Myron Pruitt. So we're tied at 4. We've played a minute. Pressure by the Bearcats. Davier Andrews, cross court, Eddie Williamson. They break it to Devon Andrews. Lobs it for Rashad, and he slams it home. And the capacity crowd here loves that.
That's how you break full court pressure.
And they're going to get a steal, and it went out of bounds off the Bearcats. A turnover, give it to Lorain. Oh, this big crowd loved that flush by Rashad Berry. And the good guys lead 6-4 early on. Berry will hand it off to Eddie Williamson. Williamson with the basketball. Back to Davier Andrews. Around the perimeter, Eddie Williamson. Out to Devon. Got it to his brother Davier. Inside, put it up, no good. Good defense by Bedford.
Yeah, a lot of size there.
There is. Devon Andrews comes away with it. Cross court with his pass to Davier Andrews. Davier Andrews inside, put it up, no good. Rebound for Bedford. Here come the Bedford Bearcats into the forecourt. Pruitt on the drive.
Yeah,
he's going to scoop and score.
Yeah.
Myron Pruitt with all 6 points.
Got to stop the ball in transition.
We played 2 minutes. Driving is Devon Andrews, and he was fouled on his way to the basket.
I like the way Devon attacked the basket and attacked the defense right there.
Foul is going to go on Lamont Rhodes, his first, team's first. Devon Andrews at the line. Titans is a team 61%. Devon 60%. The 6'5 senior having an outstanding season, makes the free throw.
Averaging 21 a game.
He is. He's averaging 21 a game, 4.5 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2.3 steals. Into the game for Bedford is Shamar Jeffrey. Shamar Jeffrey in. Andrews made 1 out of 2. Offensive rebound for Rashad Berry. That's something Lorain does a very good job at, and that's offensive rebounds on missed free throws. They get it to Naz Bohannon. Naz Bohannon, his first 2. Bohannon averaging nearly 16 a game, gets his first 2 of the night, and the Titans lead at 9-6.
Okay, Coach Roz takes off the full court heat.
Mike Smith with the basketball, gets it in the corner. Pruitt for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Jeffrey just into the game, then he lost it. Loose on the floor, still loose on the floor. Bearcats come away with it. Into the lane, throwing it up there, missing the shot. It's going to be Armand Perry. Here comes the Titans.
Catch.
Devon Andrews has it blocked, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Jeffrey. We'll wait and see.
Good look up the floor by Rashad. And an equally good catch by Devon.
Foul, my mistake, is on Trey Granger, his first, team second. Devon Andrews at the line for 2. Titans lead 9-6, 5:16 to go in the first quarter. Andrews line right, put it up and in.
Okay.
Andrews with 4. 10-6 Titans, 5:16 to go in the first quarter.
I think Coach Roz did the right thing taking off the full court heat. I mean, they look very adept at attacking full court pressure. Ball
Devon
back.
Andrews makes both of them. He's made 3 out of 4.
Fall back to half court, pick up, keep them in front of you.
Bearcats with a basketball. Mike Smith breaks the press. They get it ahead. Jeffrey with a foul line jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound, Rashad Berry. He'll quickly clear it to Eddie Williamson. Williamson on the drive, put it up, no good. And the rebound is tapped out to one of the Bearcats, and that's going to be Trey Granger. Granger over Rashad Berry, and Rashad Berry says, "Are you kidding me? Get it out of here." He blocks it. Williamson has it. Williamson back to Davier Andrews. Out to Devon Andrews.
Cut.
Gets it to Rashad Berry. Steps back, put it up, too long. And the rebound falls down to Cam Brandon into the game.
See, that's where Bedford's good. They released 2 guys on that break.
And Mike Smith laid it up and in his first 2. That's the first Bearcat to score that isn't named Myron Pruitt. 11-8, Lorain. Pruitt has 6 points. Bohannon out to Eddie Williamson. A 3 ball off the rim, no good. Rebound, Myron Pruitt. He'll hand it off to Mike Smith. Here come the Bearcats. They get it to Shamar Jeffrey, and there's a charge. Great job by Eddie Williamson.
Yes.
As he takes the charge by Shamar Jeffrey. He anticipated, and Jeffrey went right into him. You get a good look right there at Eddie Williamson. Quarterback on the football team just took a charge. And the Titans, with their first substitutions, they like to come at you in waves. They bring in KD, Kevin Davis, Shane Smith, and Anthony Summers. And Anthony Summers has been outstanding with nearly 7 a game, 4.5 rebounds for the 6'7 junior. Davis, the backup point guard, into the front court. Gets it to Shane Smith. Smith has made 8 3 balls this year. Out to Smith. That's Naz Bohannon. to Davier Andrews. Steps in front of the three-point line, put it up, no good, tip back up. And it's saved out to Mike Smith, and Mike Smith traveled before he ran into Kevin Davis. Turnover, give it back to Lorain.
Shane Smith kept that alive.
Pete Priolo thought it was a blocking call. He's the Bedford head coach. You know, when you see a head coach yelling in the JV game that he's not going to be quiet during the varsity. They get it into Kevin Davis. Davis out to Davier Andrews. Back to Kevin Davis, top of the circle, right wing Bohannon.
Yes.
Nice backdoor cut. I get it out to Davier. Davier in the paint, kicks it out to Kevin Davis, open three.
Yeah.
Kevin Davis with his 6th three-point field goal of the year. And the Titans lead at 14-8. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Bearcats with it. Foul line jumper up, no good. Lamont Rhodes offensive rebound back up, and then Myron Pruitt. Myron Pruitt is a man.
Yeah.
He has 8 of Bedford's 10. 14-10 Titans. Bohannon driving offensive charge.
Yeah, no question on that.
Stops the clock with 2:57 to go in the first quarter. Titans lead 14-10. Bearcats with the basketball. Mike Smith. Smith gets it across the timeline. And scooping it up, and a nice floater in the lane by Cam Brandon off the pass from Mike Smith.
Yeah.
14-12, Lorain by 2. Bohannon to Shane Smith, over to Kevin Davis. There's Shane Smith with the basketball. Cross court, Davier Andrews, they work the weave. Hand it up to Shane Smith. Shane Smith on the drive, his floater up, no good, and rebound Cam Brandon. Here come the Bearcats. Brandon will stop a 3, top of the key, it's too long, no good. Rebound Bohannon. Bohannon into the
easy now,
court.
big fella.
Yeah, he heard you. Got it to Shane Smith, to Davier Andrews. Davier will leave it up, will get it up top, I should say. Titans lead by 2. Bohannon spinning it at foul line, out to Kevin Davis, another 3, missed that one off the rim. Rebound, Rhodes. Gets it on the left side, ahead, they're scooping and missing the shot off the rim. Offensive rebound, Lamont Rhodes, and we're tied.
Yeah, transition baskets, man, you've got to shut them off. They're leaking 2 out, and we've got to keep 2 back.
We are tied at 14 with 1:35 to go in the opening quarter. Kevin Davis on the drive. His floater is up and in. How about Kevin Davis off the bench, Bob, with 5?
I have not seen him attack the basket before. That was well done, though.
At the other end, attacking the basket are the Bearcats, driving in hard that time as Ramel Johnson into the game.
Wow, you know.
Foul on Davis is first, team's 3rd.
It's like their guards are so good at beating you off the dribble that you can't hardly extend your defense and create seams. I mean, whether you press them full court or pick them up at half court, I mean, it's tough because you know, they see that seam and they attack, and they have 2 guys along the baseline, and you know, what happens is what we've been seeing thus far. It's almost like you've got to, you know, I hate to say it because it's against my basic nature, but back your defense off and, you know, pack it in a little bit. They don't appear to be a great shooting team.
Second free throw, no good. To make 1 out of 2, it's out of bounds to Lorain. Tell you what I've learned in the first quarter, both these teams are deep.
Yeah, and they are very good off the dribble.
They played 8, 9, 10 players each. Devon Andrews back in. Got it to Rashad Berry, who's back in. Hands it off to Devon. Titans by a point. 1:10 to go in the quarter. Berry left elbow. Right side, a 3-ball up. It is no good. Missing that one is Eddie Williamson back in. Out of bounds to Bedford. 1:04 to go in the quarter. Mike Smith, his pass up top to Cam Brandon. His pass is knocked out of bounds by Rashad Berry, whose ball is it? John Rossitano trying to get the call, won't get it, and it'll be Bedford basketball. Titans lead by 1. 54 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Johnson had it. He lost it. It's stolen away by Devon Andrews. Devon spins in the
spin
lane,
move.
scoops in. No good. Got his own rebound and what? They get a foul on the Bearcats. Foul on Ramel Johnson. Devon Andrews will shoot 2. Free throw off the rim, no good.
A little more lift there, Devon.
Andrews will try to make 1 out of 2. He's got 5 points in the quarter. Averages just under 21 a game. Bends the knees, another line drive. He's got to get more arc on him. Missed them both. We got a whistle and what?
That should be against Bedford. I thought Barry was pushed in the back. No foul, though. Okay.
Lane violation on the Bearcats. They'll give Devon Andrews 1 more try. 43.4 seconds to play first quarter. Titans by 1. There's a little more arc, but he put too much on it. No good. Offensive rebound, Rashad Berry. Out to Jamar Ross, who just checked in. He misses in the outlet, goes to Cam Brandon. Here come the Bearcats. Brandon inside the foul line, let it fly, no good. And quickly Eddie Williamson comes out with it. Gets it on the right side to Shane Smith. Baseline right, Rashad Berry. Got it into Devon Andrews. Splits the defense and scores. Devon with 7.
Just a good cut and nice move to split the 2 defenders.
With the basketball, Cam Brandon lost it. Loose on the floor. They fight for it. Brandon got it, and what? 10-second call. 10 seconds against Bedford.
Wow.
Saying that they never lost possession, I guess. Pete Priolo, the head coach of Bedford, pleading his case, but he's not going to get it.
I think it's a good call. You're right. They never lost possession and didn't advance it across the 10-second line.
And now Bohannon comes in for Smith. 8.8 to go in the quarter. Lorain can take the last shot. They lead by 3. Bohannon is going to get it to Rashad Berry. Rashad in the corner, Devon Andrews, 5 seconds. Devon spins defensively. That's going to be a foul on Devon Andrews.
I think they got him for a travel.
Okay, thank you. So no foul.
3.1 pick up, guys. 3.1's plenty of time when you can bring it like they do.
Going to get it into Cam Brandon. Brandon across midcourt. Brandon, his pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Myron Pruitt. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 1 in the books, our score. It's Lorain 18, Bedford 15. You're watching boys varsity basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools television.
Is magic really magic? If a deal is too good to be true, well, don't be fooled. There is no magic. Credit Max Auto has a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
Ian Ralston was a combat medic who was injured in Iraq. When I met Ian, I knew we had to help him get his housing grant, an auto grant, and every benefit to live as normal a life as possible. And we did.
PVA has helped hundreds of thousands of veterans get the care and benefits they've earned.
My name is Jason Stevenson, and I work for Paralyzed Veterans of America.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, changing lives, building futures.
Start of the second quarter, Bedford with the ball. They trail 18-15. Alongside Bob Braskich, I'm Rob Polinsky. Bedford basketball to begin quarter number 2. Looks like the Titans are in a zone to begin the second. Davier Andrews, Eddie Williamson up top. Bohannon, Devon Andrews, Rashad Berry.
Little 3-2 zone.
Long 3 by Mike Smith off the front of the rim. No good. Eddie Williamson will get the rebound and clear. Williamson into the front court to Davier Andrews. He'll launch a 3 and miss it. Out of bounds to who? Bedford basketball. Bedford's going to counter with Myron Pruitt. Also in the game for the Bedford Bearcats, Trey Granger, Lamont Rhodes. In the backcourt, they're going to have Armand Perry and Mike Smith. Perry gets it to Lamont Rhodes into the forecourt. Rhodes finds Myron Pruitt. Foul line jumper up, no good. Rebound of Rashad Berry.
Rashad's a man on the boards.
And he passed it before he fell down, so they can't call traveling on him. Eddie Williamson, cross court, Devon Andrews. Inside the foul line, scoops and scores. Devon Andrews with 9. 20-15. Titans with their biggest lead at 5 points. Pressure in the backcourt. Mike Perry breaks it. Or Mike Smith, breaks it. Smith into the front court. Gets it, they find the hole in the zone. Foul line jumper, no good though. Offensive rebound back up and in. Lamont Rhodes with 4. 20-17 Titans.
Well, that's a problem with the zone. You don't rebound as well.
Yeah, we've talked about that through the years, no doubt about it.
Oh, no
Devon
foul?
Andrews double team, loses the ball, turnover to Bedford. Bedford committed 4 fouls in the first quarter, Lorain 3. So neither team close to going into bonus. Shane Smith will come in for Andrews. Coming into the game for Bedford, Shamar Jeffrey. Back in, he saw action in the first quarter. Bedford basketball. Armand Perry gets it left wing to Mike Smith. Smith, they get it inside, and then one too many passes. And Davier Andrews comes away with it. He'll score. Davier's in the scorebook. He has his first 2. Titans by 5. Mike Smith with it. Smith looking. Cross court to Perry. Armand Perry backs it back out. Lob for Smith. Cross court pass knocked away. Another steal, Bob. Good hands.
Yeah, the zone has been effective.
Shane Smith to Naz Bohannon. Bohannon found Davier Andrews running the lane. Reverse layup, no good.
Darn, needed that one.
Rebound, Shamar Jeffrey. Cross court pass. Smith went for the steal, didn't get it. And coming away with it are the Bedford Bearcats, and we've got
3 seconds.
a whistle and a foul on the Titans.
The zone has slowed them up a bit. And again, I may be wrong because I haven't seen them before. They don't appear to be a great perimeter shooting team.
Eddie Williamson with a foul, his first. Kevin Davis back in with 5 points. Anthony Summers scoreless back into the game. Rashad Berry, Eddie Williamson take a seat on the deep Lorain bench. Lamont Rhodes back in for Bedford, coming out Shamar Jeffrey.
Good defense right there.
Bedford basketball, 5.5 minutes to play in the first half. Lorain leads 22-17. Right wing. Bearcat basketball. With it, Armand Perry. Armand Perry trying to get it to Mike Smith. Kevin Davis went for the steal. Smith goes to get it. It was tipped, so it's not an over and back. Smith on the drive, he's going to be fouled by Anthony Summers.
See, that's where they're effective. When they get that numerical advantage, their guards are very good at attacking the paint. They don't do much offensively, they appear to be a little bit impatient. I think this zone has been a positive thus far.
Mike Smith at the line has 2 points. Smith line left. We don't have stats on the Bedford Bearcats. Free throw in and out. Smith, the 5'9" senior.
Rob, somebody for Bedford might light it up, but from what I can see, I just don't see a great perimeter shooter.
Right. Second free throw is good.
But I do see penetrators,
yes.
No doubt about that.
Slashers.
Yep.
22-18, Titans by 4. Davis against the press, beats the press, got it to Shane Smith. Back to Naz Bohannon, cross court Davier Andrews. Back out Kevin Davis, got it to Andrews in the corner. They'll reset the offense to Shane Smith over to Kevin Davis. Under 5 minutes to play in the half, the Titans lead by 4.
Now they're packing their zone in.
Wow. Titans have shot 35% behind the arc on the year. 55% field goal on the year. Summers got it back. Baseline left, turnaround shot, no good. Tip back up, no. They fight for it. It comes down to the Bearcats, Lamont Rhodes. In the backcourt, gets it to Mike Smith. Smith brings it into the forecourt. Mike Smith with the basketball. And they'll run their offense. Pete Priolo off the bench, giving his calls to his team. Gets it to Armand Perry, into Myron Pruitt. There's an offensive foul. Pruitt trying to get around Smothers. He hooked him to get around. That's a foul on Pruitt.
Good call, Rob.
We'll have Naz Bohannon to inbound. Jamar Ross and Devon Andrews back into the game for Lorain. Shane Smith will take a seat on the bench, as did Rashad Berry. Titans going against the press.
They're gonna trap.
Bohannon over to Kevin Davis. They get it ahead to Devon Andrews. Right back to Bohannon. Round the perimeter. Jamar Ross for three. That's his game. He missed it. Rebound, Lamont Rhodes for Bedford. Jamar Ross has made a team-high 16 threes this year. Mike Smith with the basketball. Smith pulls it back out. Bearcats down 4. Top of the key three, Mike Smith. Both teams are cold this quarter. Myron Pruitt has it, puts it up, no good. That's Devon Andrews clearing for Lorain. Devon Andrews puts it up.
Oh,
rim. No,
yes!
Up and in by Smothers. Titans by 6, 24-18. Driving and missing the layup is going to be Trey Granger. Titans have outscored Bedford 6-3 in the quarter. Both teams are cold with 3:10 to go until half. Kevin Davis, an open three if he wants it. He'll take it, he'll miss it. After that high-scoring first quarter, Bob, they've kind of settled in here. Foul line jumper for Rhodes, off the rim, no good.
See, they don't shoot it well.
No, they don't.
I'm convinced. And you know, going back to that zone, making them go through the heart of a defense, you know, taking away the opportunities to slash to the basket, you know, I think could be effective against these guys.
Is it also a key to switch up your defenses from time to time, no matter what you're doing?
You know, it's amazing in high school basketball when you change defenses how offenses seem to stand.
They just don't recognize it right away,
and they stand, and it's indecision. And against a team that's, you know, a Bedford type team, you know, that can be effective also.
They're going to inbound. Shamar Jeffrey back into the game. He's going to hand it off. Cam Brandon lost it, loose on the floor, and Devon Andrews says, "Thank you very much." Andrews into the front court, had it knocked away from behind, out of bounds, and what?
You're going to see it's off Bedford, out of bounds,
Yep.
Lorain ball.
All right, so it'll be Andrews to inbound.
I like the way Devon's looking to attack the basket.
24-18 Titans.
Uh-oh.
His lead pass is stolen away, though. Cam Brandon will put it up, missed the layup. They continue to be ice cold.
We dodge a bullet there, 3-on-1, catch the ball.
Boy, play really getting sloppy this quarter. Davier Andrews an open three, in and out. Rebound Cam Brandon. Brandon gets it ahead and twisting around and scoring is Shamar Jeffrey.
Threes, long rebounds, transition baskets. That's what you have to take away against Bedford.
Titans lead 24-20. 2:10 to go in the half. And Bob, in this quarter, Lorain 6, Bedford 5. Eddie Williamson gets it out to Devon Andrews. Both these teams looking at it going to halftime to regroup, and I think we're going to have a great second half. Eddie Williamson has it. Gets it to the foul line to Andrews. Back outside Bohannon. The jumper up off the back of the rim. No. They fight for the rebound. It's picked up. No good by Davier Andrews. No call. And here come the Bearcats. Step back three ball. It's up. No good by Cam Brandon. That was a quick three.
Under control.
They get it ahead to Devon Andrews. He had it knocked away from behind. Got it back.
Nice.
Put it up. Nobody's fouled.
Oh.
Foul on Ramel Johnson, his second, team sixth. Neither team in a penalty. Devon Andrews at the line for two. Devon tonight, 3 out of 4.
Okay.
Hits that one. Devon, 10 points, leads everybody.
You know, down here at the offensive end, I mean, we're not shooting the ball from the perimeter very well at all. I mean, it would be like nobody can shoot the ball until Devon has the opportunity to attack the basket. I'm serious, because we just aren't shooting it at all from the perimeter.
Devon Andrews bends the knees, line right, puts it up. That one was good, but they're going to take it away and say a lane violation.
Say Barry was in too early.
So you'll take that one off the board. Bedford trailing by 5 with the ball. 90 seconds first half. Mike Smith into the front court to Cam Brandon. Cam Brandon looking.
See, they're not recognizing defense right now. See, they're standing.
Cam Brandon has it. Top of the circle. Picks up his dribble. Got it to Shamar Jeffrey, who went up and slammed it home. Shamar Jeffrey recognized this. If no one's going to pick me up, I know what to do with it. 25-22 Titans, 1 minute to play in the half. Eddie Williamson, cross court, Davier Andrews. Left wing, Shane Smith. Smith found Andrews cutting. Davier put it up, had it blocked, got it back, and what? Travel it.
Oh, my.
Give the ball back to Bedford. The
Fellas,
Bearcats trail by 3.
hustle back, turn around, let's go.
52 seconds to play in the half. Been a good one so far from a capacity crowd at Lorain High School. Mike Smith into the front court. Got it to Cam Brandon. Brandon at the foul line, or at the half-court line. Top of the key, knocked away. Davier Andrews got the steal. Davier is going to go coast to coast, put it up, no. And rebound Shamar Jeffrey for Bedford. And he's going to be fouled by Shane Smith.
Not a bad foul.
No, it's just the 6th on Lorain.
Because that was going to be a layup. Not a bad foul.
Nas Bohannon checking in for Lorain. Myron Pruitt coming in for Bedford. Lamont Rhodes goes out for Bedford. Shane Smith sits down for Lorain. 28 seconds to go in the half. Bedford with the ball, trailing by 3. Devon Andrews on the defense. Now they'll pass it out to Cam Brandon, and Davier Andrews has him. 18 seconds to go in the half. Davier Andrews guarding Cam Brandon. Gets a screen from Shamar Jeffrey. Picks up his dribble. Now he got it to Shamar Jeffrey in the paint. Around Rashad. Put it up off the back of the rim. No. Rebound Myron Pruitt up. No, but he's fouled by Nas Bohannon.
They are good.
Pruitt went over the back of Bohannon. No call. Got the rebound and the foul.
They're really good on the offensive glass, man. They are relentless.
For Bohannon, his second, team 7th.
What do we have, 1.7 left?
Yep, 1.7 seconds remaining. 2 free throws for Myron Pruitt. 8 points all in the first quarter. Pruitt in and out.
Check out, fellas.
1.7 to go. Lorain 25, Bedford 22. 1.7 to go in the first half.
Check out. You don't want to stick back here.
Pruitt got it. They
Bring
get it
it.
to Eddie
Shoot
Williamson from just beyond half court. He puts it up and off the glass, no. 1 half in the books, our score. Lorain 25, Bedford 23. We'll be back with the start of the second half. Boys varsity basketball. You're watching WLCS TV 20, the home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, no thanks, not my thing.
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Why do you let car dealers treat you like you're stupid? Just because you've had credit problems doesn't mean you're stupid. Credit Max Auto treats you with dignity and respect. We have a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
And before the start of the third quarter, let's get you some of the halftime numbers. After one, Lorain led 18-15. Bedford outscored Lorain 8-7 in the second quarter. Make it 25-23 Lorain at half. Individually, for the Lorain Titans, it was Davier Andrews with 2. Devon Andrews had 10. Rashad Berry 4. Naz Bohannon with 2. 18 points from the starting 5 of Lorain. Starting and not scoring was Eddie Williamson. Off the bench, Kevin Davis had 5. Anthony Summers with 2. 7 off the bench, 18 for the starters, gives Lorain 25. Seeing action off the bench and not scoring, Jamar Ross and Shane Smith. For Bedford, Mike Smith 3, Myron Pruitt 9, Lamont Rhodes 4, Cam Brandon 2, Shamar Jeffrey 4, Ramel Johnson 1. Start of the third quarter, we're going to get an offensive foul on the Titans.
Yeah, it's against Naz. Good effort trying to stick it back.
For the Lorain Titans, Davier Andrews, Devon Andrews, Eddie Williamson, Naz Bohannon, Rashad Berry, original starting 5. Pressure in the backcourt. Lamont Rhodes has it, double team, got to get rid of it. Lamont Rhodes in trouble, and what are we going to get? A timeout?
Timeout, forced him to take a TO.
So they take a timeout, and Bob, I know you want to thank these Club TV 20 members for helping.
I just think it's great what Joe Bach does, and his Channel 20 team club members are with us tonight, and they're doing all the technical stuff that I don't know anything about, running the cameras and switchers and monitors and whatever. And we just want to mention them and just remind everybody what a great job they're doing. Monica Amador, Dominique Bennett, Daniel Lopez, Connor Galloway, Brianna Nethers, Autumn Sexton, Alondra Reyes, Alexis Sexton, and Alexis Alicia. Very well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bob. First timeout of the game taken by Bedford. Lorain has all 5 timeouts remaining. Bedford still with 4. Mike Smith, Lamont Rhodes, Myron Pruitt. Also into the game to start the third quarter, Amon Perry and Trey Granger, the original 5 on the floor for Bedford.
Wow.
And Amon Perry, his first 2 of the game, and we're tied at 25. Bob, I think we're going to have a great second half.
I do. We have to shoot the ball better.
Devon Andrews drives, puts it up. No, but he's fouled.
And I'm serious. I don't think anybody should be allowed to shoot unless Devon gets an opportunity to attack the basket and score.
We're going to have Devon Andrews at the line for 2. Andrews bends the knees, puts it up. Nope. Devon with 10. Oh, no, I'm good, buddy. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, the official candy of WLCS TV 20. Bob Braskin says, yes, it is. He enjoys his in the third quarter. Misses both of them, but stripping it away and getting a steal with Shane Smith. Back to Rashad Berry. He slammed it home. What a big play is that by Shane Smith.
Shane Smith is playing so hard and has made a number of nice defensive plays here. I mean, look at that heat.
Perry breaks the press into the forecourt to Lamont Rhodes. Put it up, fouled by Rashad Berry.
Wow. I know what's going through Coach Rossitano's head right now. He's thinking, can we press these guys?
There's the steal by Shane Smith. He ripped it right out of the hands of Myron Pruitt, got it to Rashad Berry, and he knew what to do with it. It's those little kind of plays, Bob, that don't show up in the scores book or in the newspaper tomorrow, but in a close game, a play like that can be the difference.
No question.
Lamont Rhodes missed the front end. Puts it up, and he made 1 out of 2. He's got 5. 27-26. I think in a close game, everybody remembers the last 30 seconds, what happened, but you tend to forget the small things during the game. Rashad Berry puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound, Devon Andrews up, no good. Tip back up. Coming away with it, Shane Smith. I'll tell you what, you got to be a man to be in there right now.
You do. It is so physical in there. They are getting after it, both teams.
Out of bounds to Lorain. You can see why both teams are undefeated so far in the LEL. Cam Brandon back in for Bedford. Don't forget the rematch at Bedford to end the regular season Friday, February 24th. Actually, that might be a Tuesday. That's my bad. In the corner, Devon Andrews has it, got it to Rashad
foul?
Berry, put it up, no, and a foul.
Okay. Now Rashad's
Myron
rated around 50% from the free throw line.
Rashad Berry shooting 2. Free throw up and in. Shamar Jeffrey in for Myron Pruitt. Second free throw, too much on it, and we're going to get a
lane violation.
Yeah,
Shooter over the line. It's the third one tonight.
So the Titans lead by 2. Bedford basketball, but because of the lane violation, they press. They get it to Shamar Jeffrey. Shamar Jeffrey, although they easily beat the press, got it to Cam Brandon. Brandon driving in. Brandon with a tough shot, missed it. Loose on the floor. Shane Smith ran it down, but he knocked it out of bounds to who? Well, I guess it went off Bedford. It'll be Lorain basketball. 6:12 remaining in the third quarter. Titans lead by 2. Driving is Davier Andrews. We get a whistle and one. We're going to get 2 shots as Andrews is fouled. Trey Granger with a foul. Free throw up, round rim and out. Davier Andrews comes in 72% at the line. He is the leader of any of the starters for Lorain. 72% on the year. The 6'2 junior averaging almost 9 a game. He's made 13 threes. Second on the team in threes, and he made 1 out of 2 free throws.
Boy, Shane Smith is good at the front of a press.
Get it ahead to Mike Smith. They beat the press. Smith into the front court. Smith around Rashad Berry. Got it into Shamar Jeffrey. Laid it in.
See, that's the problem. I don't know if we could press him.
29-28. Under 6 minutes to go in the third. It's that risk-reward thing. Davier Andrews gets it out to Devon Andrews. Back to Eddie Williamson. Williamson. Baseline left for Rashad Berry. His
Nothing
pass
there, Rashad.
is intercepted. Mike Smith has it, waits for teammates. Bounce pass inside to Lamont Rhodes. Put it up and in. Rhodes with 7. 30-29. Bedford regains the lead by 1. Davier Andrews out to Rashad Berry. Around the perimeter, Eddie Williamson. Got it into Devon Andrews. Poked out of bounds. It'll stay with Lorain. Nas Bohannon, Kevin Davis, Anthony Summers back in. Eddie Williamson, Rashad Berry, Shane Smith come out for the Titans.
No, Shane Smith's just a sophomore.
He'll be back for 2 more years. Kevin Davis on the inbound. Davis, bounce pass, Davier Andrews, and he scored. Davier Andrews running the lane, got the pass from Kevin Davis. 31-30 Lorain. They're cutting Lorain. The lane is Lamont Rhodes, and he scored.
Wow, it's almost like you've got to fall back and pack something in and make them go through the heart of it, because I'll tell you, they're just killing us in transition.
Davier Andrews spins, puts it up, no, but he's fouled. Davier Andrews starting to wake up here in the third offensively. Foul on Ramel Johnson, his third. I believe he's the first player for either team with 3 fouls. And shooting 2 is Davier Andrews. And that one off the front of the rim twice, no good.
You know, I know what Coach Rouse is thinking. He wants to be a pressure team. He wants to be a full court team, and it's, you know, he's got a lot of dissonance right now. You know, should we keep the press on? And you know, they're making us pay. Should we fall back, try to make him go through the heart of a defense? It kind of slowed him down in the first half. You know, he's got some indecision and dissonance.
Well, we talked about it, that it's one of those things where you probably switch things up throughout.
Well, he's taken off the full court heat, gone back to this little 1-3-1 trap.
And they beat the trap, get it into the front court. Driving in, Ramel Johnson, pass inside, Shamar Jeffrey. Jeffrey put it up, no good. Myron Pruitt with the offensive rebound, ups and downs.
Oh, yeah.
Traveling, yep. Pete Priolo wanted a jump ball, saying that was a jump ball, but didn't get it. Kevin Davis with it. Davis into the front court. Davis out to Devon Andrews. Andrews working on his man, goes to the hole, put it up, no. Here come the Bearcats, but it's stripped away and stolen by Davier Andrews. Davier has it. Davier moves up strong, put it up, no. Bohannon has it, put it up, and yes, and he hit it. There's another possession that the Titans steal away. Mike Smith breaks the press. Smith pass to Shamar Jeffrey. He traveled. So they beat the press, but then they travel. 34-32 Titans, 3:53 to play in the third.
I mean, from a coach's standpoint, it's such a tough call.
Timeout on the floor, timeout for the Bedford Bearcats. We're going to keep it here. We want to tell you about our new sponsor on WLCS TV 20. Been with us for a couple of weeks now, our friends at Credimax. Second location is in Lorain. They've been in Elyria for 5 years. They noticed when they were in Elyria, they just weren't getting enough people from Lorain to come over, so they changed that. They bought a location in Lorain. They're on Erie and Colorado Avenues on the east side of Lorain, just a block from the lake. And what they do is they take care of you if you need a used car. Bad credit, maybe a bankruptcy, maybe you've lost your job for a time, gone through a divorce, something like that. You know, any of those life-changing occurrences, you still got to have a good car, good transportation, get to and from work, get kids to and from school. They'll take care of you at Credimax. They have a unique system. They come in, they talk to you, they get you a payment you can afford and a car you can be proud of. Lorain basketball. With it is Kevin Davis. Gets it out to Devon Andrews. Andrews got it to Nas Bohannon. Puts it off the glass and scores.
Nice job. Used his left hand.
Nas with 6. Titans lead by 4, 36-32.
Wow.
This big crowd getting back into it, Bob. Armand Perry throws it away. Well,
out of the trap.
It's not the traditional press, if you will, but that half-court trap causes a turnover. And Armand Perry, who just threw it over by Bob Tomaszewski, is going to take a seat on the bench. Bob and his wife Chris are here to watch this one. Kevin Davis has it. We got a holding foul on the Bearcats.
Well, that's their 5th foul.
Cam Brandon with the foul. That is 5. You're right, Bob. 5 fouls on Bedford, just 2 on Lorain. 3:10 to go, third quarter. Kevin Davis around Mike Smith, had it knocked away from behind, and now a foul on Kevin Davis. That's Kevin's third, team's third.
That wasn't a bad foul either because they were off to the races.
36-32. Lorain leads by 4. 3:06 to play, third quarter. It's been fun.
Yeah, this is a typical Bedford team. I've been watching them for 30 years, and boy, they are really good in transition, year in and year out.
The only thing I would have thought, after an 18-15 first quarter, more points for both teams. 3 ball up, no good by Shamar Jeffrey. Here comes the rain. Neither team has shot the ball well, especially in the middle quarter.
You're absolutely right.
Bohannon got it to Davier Andrews. Stops, 10-footer short. Right there, Shamar Jeffrey. You think part of that's just the jitters? Maybe?
Well, I think both teams are quicker than what they're usually playing.
Okay.
And you're altering your shot.
They can contest most shots. Yep. Kevin Davis got it into Summers. There's a contested shot that Bob's talking about. A block by Lamont Rhodes. Gets it ahead to Mike Smith. 2:15 to go in the third. Smith splits the defense. Nice pass inside. Myron Pruitt scores.
I know without Devon on the floor, to tell you the truth, I don't know how we score.
36-34. Titans by 2. Davier Andrews has it. Back out top for Kevin Davis. He threw it too far, and it's stolen away by Cam Brandon. Brandon is going to be fouled by Kevin Davis.
Yeah, that's not a bad foul either. But it puts us up, gives us 4 for the half.
Kevin Davis the foul on him, his third.
I mean, you just can't be lackadaisical when you're passing the basketball against their kind of quickness. You just can't be.
And you've seen both teams do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And you would think because of who they have to practice against, they wouldn't be. Jumper in the corner up for a three ball, no good. Here comes Eddie Williamson into the front court. Eddie's going to drive, tries a wraparound pass to Rashad Bear, and he threw it away. Eddie Williamson struggling, has not scored. And trying to create there, but it was not a good pass. Into the front court, Armand Perry back outside to Smith. Bearcats with the ball, they trail by 2.
Yeah, they just get you off the dribble. Threw it away, good.
I'll say it was tipped by the Titans.
Oh, no.
And this capacity crowd doesn't like it.
I don't like it either.
Well, none of us like it that are here with WLCS. But
I mean, I didn't see it tipped. I watched it pretty closely.
I agree. Minute 25 to go into third. Bedford basketball. They trail by 2. Cam Brandon went into Devon Andrews. They're going to
jump ball.
ball.
Wow. Arrow.
And the alternating possession arrow will give it to Bedford. You'll see the replay here as they threw it. That one tip, I didn't see it get tipped.
Me neither.
Joe Bach right on it with the instant replay. There's the inbound to Perry. Perry up top to Mike Smith. Although I'll say this, Lorain didn't argue it. Mike Smith with it. Mike Smith will fill the lane, put it up, and we're
off the
tied.
dribble. You've got to contain that, especially at the top.
Pass for Devon Andrews, right wing into the paint. Devon put it up, no, but he's fouled with a 1-on-1 to go into third.
Well, I still say that's our best offense. You know, down there about dribble penetration, I mean, I don't make a big point of it, but especially at the top, you've got to contain the basketball because when you're denying the wings like we do, if you get beat, the help's got to come off the baseline and it becomes a 2-on-1. You could put more heat on the basketball when it's on the wing because then that dribbler's attacking 5. You've got to contain it when it's at the top, though. You can't overpressure.
Devon Andrews makes the free throw. His first point of the second half. He's got 11 in the game. Javier Andrews back in for Lorain. Lamont Rhodes back in for Bedford. 16 fouls on Bedford. The next foul on the Bearcats means the Titans will be in the bonus for the rest of the game. Lorain has committed 4 fouls.
Yes.
Free throw up and in. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Smith with the basketball. Yeah. Smith on the drive, off the glass and rim, no good. Rebound, Shane Smith. Ahead to Devon Andrews for Lorain. Devon will
wow. Nice, Devon.
Smith will inbound. 40-36, Titans by 4. 35 seconds to go, third quarter. The lob back outside now. Armand Perry, a right wing 3, and he got it. Armand Perry with 5. 40-39. The Titans lead by 1. 20 seconds to play in quarter number 3.
Well, we're going to be challenged into the fourth quarter. Usually we aren't. I mean, this is going to be interesting in the fourth quarter.
Good point. Devon Andrews with it. Devon Andrews working on Trey Granger. Lost it, stolen away, and we're going to get a foul in the backcourt on the Titans. I believe it's on Shane Smith. Yep. 5.1 seconds to go. 15 foul on the Titans. Perry to inbound, and they didn't get it in time.
Wow, 5-second call, good D. Coach Ross putting shooters in the game.
Jamar Ross is in. 5.1 seconds of half court, plenty of time. Inbound Devon Andrews. Devon Andrews on the way to the basket, put it up, no good, tipped up, no good, and that'll do it. We've played 3 quarters, our score, Lorain 40, Bedford 39. Don't go away. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this timeout. You're watching boys varsity basketball. WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Start of the fourth quarter, Titans with the ball on a 40-39 lead. Bedford outscored Lorain 16-15 into third to cut a 2-point halftime lead down to 1. Bohannon starts the fourth quarter with a jumper off the back of the rim and in.
I'll take it.
Now it's Bohannon with 8. 42-39. Into the front court, Lamont Rhodes has it. Cross court with his pass. Got it out to Mike Smith. Titans up by 3. Bedford in the green uniforms, Lorain in white. Mike Smith on the drive. Loses it. Here comes Bohannon. To Devon Andrews. He's going to go to the hole and score.
Devon, excellent.
Devon was 16. 44-39. Titans by 5. They break the press. They get it ahead to Trey Granger. Put it up and in. Trey Granger, his first points of the ball game. 44-41 Lorain. 7 minutes to go. Eddie Williamson, Naz Bohannon, Devon Andrews, Davier Andrews, Rashad Berry on the floor. 10-second call against Lorain. And Bedford will get the ball back. For Bedford, Cam Brandon is into the game. Mike Smith is in the game. Also, Trey Granger, Myron Pruitt, and Lamont Rhodes.
Okay, let's see. Here we've got a set defense. Let's see how we do.
We thought it would be a good one. It has been. Just a little lower scoring than I would have thought. But it has been a nip and tuck affair from Lorain High School. And we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball.
Okay.
Going against Bedford. For a 3-second violation.
Oh, okay. I'll take it either way.
And we're going to get a timeout for the Lorain Titans.
This timeout by Coach Roz here, this might be just, he's got, 4 left. It just might be a let's get settled down, let's catch our breath fatigue kind of thing, because we've never been challenged in the fourth quarter. Even in that Newark game, which was a 2-point game, first game of the year, we were up by 12 with about 2 minutes left. And usually at this point in time, we've got a comfortable lead and, the edge is off. But, this is a completely different situation. He might have taken that timeout just to give everybody a blow.
In the Warrensville Heights and the Medina games, just the final scores, you didn't see them, were 6, but they were deceiving because Lorain had big leads in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Warrensville Heights outscored Lorain 28-16 in the fourth.
Right.
They were down by 18. They cut it to 6. The other night against Medina, they hit a 3 at the buzzer. It wasn't as close a game as the final would indicate.
Right.
Bohannon had his pass intercepted. Cam Brandon puts it up, and no foul call to Pete
We got away with one there.
He's going to go crazy. Rashad Berry got it to Bohannon. He laid it in. The Titans got away with one, and Pete Priolo is crying to anybody who will listen.
I agree with him.
Titans by 5. 46-41. There's a poke check by Davier Andrews. Got the steal. Got it back from Bohannon. On the drive. Gets it into Devon. Put it up and in. Devon Andrews scored. Timeout.
Bedford timeout.
And Pete Priola's still crying about a call he didn't get.
Well, I agree with him, but nevertheless, that's the way the game's unfolding.
Well, you're down by 7. You got to forget it and coach is my point. Got to tell you about Credit Max here. Fourth quarter. New sponsor, WLCS TV 20, our friends at Credit Max. We are proud to have them as a sponsor of high school basketball, high school sports on WLCS TV 20. Jim Smith, Stan Heinz, the two co-owners of Credit Max, they do a great job. They're on East Erie Avenue in Colorado on the east side of Lorain. What they'll do, they'll get you a good used car, good transportation, get you to and from work, to and from school, get you a payment you can afford. You ever bought a car and about a week later you thought, I can't afford this payment, how did they talk me into it? Well, Credit Max, that's not the way they do business. They're going to learn about you, they want to talk to you, they want to find out, get you in a payment you can afford. Once they know the payment, then they're going to find the car just for you. That's how they do it at Credit Max. 366-3066. That's 366-3066.
You know, Rob, I was going to say, Devon's as good at attacking the basket as just about any high school player I've ever seen. The other night, he attacked that 7-footer 5 times and scored 4. I mean, and we're seeing it here again tonight.
And when Lorain needs a basket, he's who they go to when he attacks.
That's why I'm saying he should touch it every time before anybody can shoot it.
Pruitt had it knocked away. It's stolen by Davier.
Here he goes.
Got it to his brother. Laid it in. Devon Andrews with 20, 10 in each half. 50 to 41, Titans by 9. Titans with their biggest lead. A long three by Perry, and he hit it. Wow. Armand Perry for 3, 50 to 44. The Titans by 6. You got to let them shoot that.
Yes.
Naz Bohannon has it, kicks it out to Eddie Williamson. Eddie got it to Davier Andrews, knocked away by Perry. Got it to Lamont Rhodes, back to Perry. He wants another 3, feels it, in and out, rebound. Perry had it, lost it, got it back, laid it in. Lamont Rhodes on the offensive putback, and it's all of a sudden down to 4. A 5-0 run for Bedford. Eddie Williamson gets called for an offensive charge. Eddie Williamson with the foul, his second. Titans by 4. 4:51 to play. Bedford, they were down by 9. Here it comes. Here's Eddie. He'll get called for the offensive charge. You just see him go right at Mike Smith.
Yeah.
In the backcourt, Bedford with the basketball. Armand Perry, who nailed a 3 to start this run. Guarded by Davier Andrews. Perry looking over to Pete Priolo for the call. 4:40 to play. Titans by 4.
Okay, this is definitely slows them down when they've got to go through the heart of a defense.
Mike Smith looking at Kevin Davis, goes right wing to Trey Granger, back outside Myron Pruitt. Pruitt lost it, and it comes down to Perry. Perry then lost it to Davier Andrews. Ahead to Naz Bohannon, he lays it in.
Nice effort by Davier to jump on the floor. Nice.
Timeout, Lorain. Lorain takes a full timeout with 4:15 to play. The Titans lead by 6.
Yep, and that gives us an opportunity to mention these Club 20 members again. Joe Bach's crew tonight on the cameras and switchers and computers and all that stuff. I mean, just doing a great job. Alexis Alicia, Alexis Sexton, Alondra Reyes, Autumn Sexton, Brianna Nethers, Connor Galloway, Daniel Lopez, Dominique Bennett, and Monica Amador. Very nice guys, doing a great job.
We also want to thank Joe Bach and Terry Trout for all they do.
Yeah, you know, and we mentioned it a little bit earlier. I mean, Joe Bach, he puts the JVs on Channel 20. He gets the freshmen on Channel 20. That's not happening anywhere else in the state of Ohio, believe me. I mean, that's just a great effort on his part.
52-46, Titans by 6. Bob, they have gotten several layups, the Titans, down the stretch.
Yeah,
Bohannon, Devon Andrews.
Yep. Bedford has turned it over. That's what I'm saying. There's such dissonance. You know, we press them, they get a layup, but then once in a while they turn it over and we score. But, you know, I know it's going through John's head. But, yeah, you know, they have turned it over. We have turned them over, I should say. We made some nice defensive plays. That was nice by Davier. Great effort. Jump on the floor, make the pass. Well done.
Bedford basketball, this big crowd getting cranked up. 4:15 to go. Titans by 6. Armand Perry had it knocked out of bounds by Davier Andrews. I'll tell you what, Davier is active defensively.
He is active defensively. There's no question about that. I mean, he's not shooting the ball well, so, I mean, this is his way he can be and should be and is contributing.
Armand Perry got it in. Shamar Jeffrey into the paint. Shamar Jeffrey scores.
Wow, that kid's tough.
Jeffrey off the bench with 8. 52-48 Titans by 4. Under 4 minutes to go. Kevin Davis guarded by Perry. To Devon Andrews, hands it off. Naz Bohannon in the paint. Dumped it inside. Davier Andrews put it up. No. Naz Bohannon, no. Tipped up, and it's loose and picked up by Granger of Bedford. Granger is going to be fouled from behind by either Kevin Davis or Davier.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Davier that's going to put them at the line also.
17th foul on Lorain. Shane Smith back in for Lorain. Davier Andrews will take a breather. And at the line for a 1-on-1, Trey Granger. 2 points tonight. Again, we don't have stats on Bedford.
No, we don't. But I know one stat I've got floating in my head. I have yet to see Devon denied. That in your motion offense, when he attacks off the dribble, I've yet to see him be denied. Now, I just think, and I hate to put it on one player or feature one player, but I don't think anybody else should be doing anything offensively at the other end until Devon gets a whack at it.
Granger makes the front end. Granger again, good again. 2-point game, 52-50, and a Granger will come out. Coming in, Cam Brandon. It's a 2-point game. Lorain just led 50-41, a 9-2 run by Bedford. Gets them to within 2. Pressure in the backcourt. Kevin Davis has it. Davis guarded by Mike Smith. Whistle and what?
Okay, we're at the line.
Foul on Mike Smith. Pete Priola didn't like that call. Kevin Davis on the year, 76% at the line.
It's a good number.
And it's 16 out of 21, so.
At the high school level, that's an excellent number.
It's not like he's 3 out of 4. 16 out of 21 on the year. Mike Smith pleading his case. Kevin Davis front end of the 1-on-1, missed that one. Rashad Berry offensive rebound, loose on the floor. Who's got it? Bedford comes away with it. Mike Smith is going to be fouled by Shane Smith. Shane Smith will pick up the foul, and let's not turn this into a free throw shooting contest. But that one was obvious. They had to call it. Shane Smith will foul his third. Starting 5, except for Davier Andrews on the floor right now. Shane Smith, the only non-starter. Mike Smith missed the front end of the 1-on-1. Offensive rebound, Jeffrey. They kick it out. An open 3 for Smith in the lead, and he missed it. He was wide open, and he missed it. Lorain basketball up by 2.
Run motion, get it to Devon with a spread floor. Let him attack.
Eddie Williamson looking, got it to Shane Smith. Smith gets it to Devon Andrews, immediately passes to Eddie Williamson. Back to Bohannon. They're going to try to get it to Andrews, who had it go with his hands and out of bounds.
Wow.
Devon was trying to post up on the low block.
Yeah, he did.
Went off his right hand and out of bounds. It'll be Bedford basketball down by 2 with 2:49 to go. It's going to come right down to the wire. These two teams, one of them is going to lead the LEL after tonight. The other one's going to get their first loss in league play. Smith with the basketball. Gets it up to Lamont Rhodes.
Contain it.
Cam Brandon, right side Armand Perry. Armand Perry gets it back outside. They wanted to walk, didn't get it. Brandon lost it, loose on the floor. They dive for it. What? Jump ball.
I'm telling you, Shane Smith, number 11, sophomore, about 6'2". I mean, he has just been everywhere defensively.
And Davier Andrews in for the Titans. Shane Smith comes out.
Okay, the Bedford bench is upset. I don't know why.
Bedford basketball, down 2. 2:20 to go. Loose on the floor. Comes out to Cam Brandon. Brandon got it to Armand Perry. A long 3.
Oh,
he hit another one. He's not bashful. His third 3 of the second half. And Bedford leads by 1 with 2:05 to go. They have come all the way back after they trailed 50-41. Nas Bohannon has it stolen away. Smith got the steal, lays it up and in. And that was Cam Brandon with the steal and the score.
Yeah.
Timeout for the Titans.
Well, Coach Roz took the timeout. Minute 53 left, down by 3, still plenty of time. Just got to take the timeout to get settled down here.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Since they were down 50-41, Bedford has outscored Lorain 14-2.
Right. You know, I mean, you just had to take the time out there because the momentum was shifting so much in there and has been for the last 2 or 3 minutes, just to get things settled down, just to catch your breath, get your composure, talk about, you know, what you're going to do, and especially down on the offensive end. I really think you got to go through the offense has got to run through Devon, and down on the defensive end, obviously you got to pressure that shooter. I didn't think anybody on their team would have the capability to hit 3 threes in a half, but it shows how much I know.
Well, and Armand Perry hasn't been bashful. He's been putting them up from way out. He started to run, Bob.
Yeah, you're right.
When they were down 50-41 with a long 3.
Yeah, right, and just, you know.
What a time for Bedford to go on a 14-2 run. They lead by 3 with 1:53 to go. Each team with 2 timeouts.
See, they're able to put more heat on us than we are able to put heat on them. You know, they have the ability to make us pay a little bit more than we have that same ability.
And there they make them pay again. A steal by Cam Brandon, and Devon Andrews fouled him. They tried to get it to Devon. Cam Brandon stole it. Devon with the foul, his second.
Well, fellas,
1:41 to go, and
plenty of time.
Yeah, but you got to credit Bedford's defense down the stretch.
No, yeah, absolutely. They are able to put more heat on us than we are on them. I mean, they're just a little bit better at making us pay.
The officials asking for a towel. They want to wipe up the perspiration out on the floor. That'll give them a little bit of time here. 1:41 to go. Bedford leads by 3. Again, this ends round 1 of Lake Erie League play.
Yeah.
There's 12 games. You play everybody twice. Both teams, they're going to end the season at Bedford February 24th. That is a Tuesday night at Bedford. Mark your calendar. The reason this is so big for Lorain, you don't want to fall behind by a game and then have to go to Bedford.
Exactly. Because I'll be honest with you, I look at the schedule. The only team, you know, that I think can compete with either of these 2 teams is Warrensville, and we've seen them, and they're beatable. I mean, these 2 teams here are clearly, you know, at the top of the pecking order in the Lake Erie League, no doubt about it.
Run into the 1-and-1, and Cam Brandon hit it. I'll tell you what else they've done tonight, talking about Bedford. They've hit free throws. They've made 9. Cam Brandon has had a big 4th quarter. It's up and it's good again. 57-52 Bedford, 1:35 to go. And Eddie Williamson into the front court. Williamson and all.
Oh, they're going to call Devon for pushing off. He was kind of hand checking, you know, with the Bedford defender who was fighting to deny him over in that far corner. And really, Devon was fouled. The official didn't see it. The official obviously saw Devon's, you know, reaction, or the second guy who pushes, and you know, Bedford gets the call.
To this point, Bedford has outplayed Lorain down the stretch. Mike Smith with the basketball into the front court. Got it to Armand Perry. Armand Perry has had a huge 4th quarter. Perry guarded by Bohannon. His pass got kicked out to Cam Brandon. Got it to Lamont Rhodes, and he flushes it home. 59-52, Devon Andrews, other end blocked by Cam Brandon, out of bounds. Bedford on an 18-2 run. After they trailed by 9, they now lead by 7. 1:15 to go. The Titans are down 3 possessions. They'll lob it to Davier Andrews. Andrews in between the circles. Davier on the drive all the way to the hole, lays it in. And we're going to get a timeout for the Titans.
Yeah.
With 1:08 to go.
Coach Roz taking the timeout to get his defense set.
They've got 1 timeout remaining. 1:08 to go in the ball game. Titans down 59-54. Both teams in the bonus. You can look at Davier Andrews as he gets by Lamont Rhodes, lays it in. You know, it's a two-possession game, 1:08 to go. You don't have to foul immediately, but if the Titans can't get a steal, I would think once Bedford gets it into the front court, you got to think about fouling.
Yeah, I would agree. You're down by 5. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to play defense here on this inbounds. You know, a pass to maybe you might let 7 or 8 seconds elapse, and then I think you have to foul. There's no question about it. You know, I know we're going to come out here in total denial, try to deny this inbounds pass, get a 5-second call, or steal the inbounds pass, which is the right move. Everybody's face guarding.
Inbounding. It will be Trey Granger. Granger looking. He wants to lob it.
There you go. There it is.
Away loose on the floor, but they come away with it. They get it ahead to Shamar Jeffrey. He lost it on the way up. It's picked up by Cam Brandon, and what?
Bedford player was trying to take a timeout. Official calls jump ball.
Cam Brandon and Devon Andrews pushing and shoving, and they got to stop this. You've got Cam Brandon and Devon Andrews. Get both teams separated.
Who is that? In the red, is he on their staff? He's being restrained now, policeman?
I would think if you got a red t-shirt on, you're not on the Bedford staff.
Yeah.
1:01 to go in the game. Bedford leads by 5, 59-54. We'll have to wait and see what this call is.
No, he's being ejected nevertheless.
Bedford leads by 5.
Well, you know, it was kind of like a continuation of that foul in this far corner about 45 seconds ago, where Devon was caught, you know, responding.
To go in the ball game. Titans trail by 5. And we'll wait and see what the call is as they restore order here. Cam Brandon and Devon Andrews had to be separated.
Yeah, have there been ejections, fouls, anything of that nature that you can you've surmised at this point?
Can't decipher any of it yet.
I see Devon has a warm-up on, so that wasn't his 5th foul, was it? If he was called for a foul. He's got a warm-up on, so he's not going back in. The Bedford player I'm looking for. Bedford cheerleaders getting booed. Big cheer for the Lorain High Titan cheerleaders. No, Devon doesn't have a warm-up on. He's going back out on the floor.
Both Andrews and Cam Brandon got technical fouls. Alternating possession arrow to be Lorain basketball. So Lorain with the ball, trailing by 5.
Good job, Rob.
Eddie Williamson with it. Under a minute to go in the ball game. Titans trail by 5. Davier Andrews, a long 3, got it! Davier Andrews makes it a 2-point game. Timeout, Lorain. 51.3 seconds to go. The Titans take their last timeout. And now with it being a 2-point game, Bob.
Well, you don't have to foul. You've got some time to play defense. What you don't want to do is you don't want to give something up easy in transition. So, my guess is we're not going to come out, full court denial, face guard, and so forth. We're gonna play defense, is my guess, because you've got plenty of time.
No doubt about it. Bedford 59, Lorain 57. No timeouts left for Lorain, 2 left for Bedford. And with plenty of time, the Titans don't have to foul right away, as Bob mentioned. Both teams are in the bonus, and if you're wondering, Lorain has committed 10 team fouls. See the replay. Eddie gets it out to Davier, who launches a long one and hit it. That cuts a 5-point lead to 2, and the Titans took their last timeout. Lorain has committed 10 team fouls, so if they foul Bedford, it'll be 2 free throws. That's big instead of being in the 1-and-1.
It sure is. They've committed 8. Obviously, we would go to the line for a 1-and-1. Well, we are coming out face guard.
Bedford's got 2 timeouts, none for Lorain. Full court press. And they went for the steal. They got it. Eddie.
Yes! Oh, my!
We are tied at 59. Shane Smith tossed the turnover. Eddie put it in. Mike Smith into the front court, a whistle and a blocking foul on Davier Andrews.
38 seconds left. They're going to the line for 2. Boy, gutsy defensive call by the Lorain Titan coaching staff to go full all-out denial, and it paid with the turnover.
Here it is. Shane Smith got it. Got it to Eddie Williamson, who knew what to do with it. For Eddie, his first points of the night. Tied at 59, and now Mike Smith at the line for 2. Tonight he has 5 points. Listen to this crowd. In and out.
Check out, guys. Check out a miss.
Again, Shane Smith with a steal, got it to Eddie, and Williamson put it in.
Shane Smith has been the defensive hero of this game thus far.
Mike Smith now with 1 free throw to try to give Bedford the lead. They're going to blow the roof off this place. Smith does it. He made 1 out of 2. Timeout, Bedford. 38.2 seconds to go. This has been fun.
Okay, we're out of timeouts.
And Bedford has 1.
Right. Wow.
So the Titans trail by 1 with 38.2 seconds to go. Bob, there's plenty of time. You've talked about it all night. Devon Andrews needs to get the ball. You get it to him.
He really does. He really does.
Senior, he's going to Kent State.
And the way you get it to him is, I know they're going to come out playing man-to-man. Our guards have to handle the ball strongly. We can't afford a turnover. But we've got plenty of time. How much time? It's like 30 seconds or so. 38. I mean, plenty of time. Run your motion offense. Spread the floor. Get it to Devon. Tell him not to force anything. He doesn't even have to do it the first time he touches it. But then, I think that's our best opportunity to score. Unless there's a missed assignment or a back cut, something of that nature, defensively on their part. And then crash the boards. I mean, Barry, Nas, everybody's got to climb on the boards when we shoot it.
Titans down by 1. Bohannon to inbound. Bedford will go back on defense. When will the Titans take their final shot?
They're playing man. They're saying you're going through the heart of our man defense.
Williamson brings it into the forecourt, in between the circles. Double team, it's stolen. They get the steal. They get it ahead to Lamont Rhodes, blocked by Berry, but a foul on Rashad Berry. And Lamont Rhodes will go to the line for 2 with 25.6 seconds to go.
Wow. Well,
even if he makes both of them, it's still a one possession game.
Exactly. Well, that's just what we didn't want. We didn't want to turn it over. You see, throughout the game, their guards have been able to put more heat on ours than vice versa.
Lamont Rhodes at the line. He's got 13 tonight. Got it. Rhodes with 14. 10 in this half. 61-59 Bedford. 25.6 seconds to go.
Coach Ross putting his three-point shooter in.
He made them both. And that three-point shooter you're speaking of, Jamar Ross. Ross is in, Eddie Williamson goes out. Titans trail by 3.
You still have time to play for a 2.
But no timeouts.
Right, it'd have to be a quick foul. We can still take a 2. We don't have to have a 3. We can take a 2, quick foul, play from there.
They inbound to Devon Andrews. Devon will walk it up. He'll play point guard with Eddie Williamson on the bench. Devon Andrews with it. He's going to penetrate, dumps it off to Rashad.
There you go. Now you're going to have to foul. You're going to have to foul. 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Bedford inbound and what? Timeout by the Bearcats. You know, the Bearcats did a smart thing. They let the ball lay around, and the officials didn't stop the clock.
I know. Oh, absolutely. More than 5 seconds expired. There's
They never
no
picked
question.
up the ball.
I mean, there should be time restored to that clock. And, of course, they have no way of reviewing the situation, but...
So they made the basket, and then Bedford never went to inbound the ball. And if the officials didn't stop the clock right then and make them do it, Lorain couldn't stop the clock. So it ran. It was almost like a delay game. You watch it here. There's Devon. Gets it into Rashad Berry, flushes it. Now watch.
We don't see a clock.
Now see the ball, because Rashad gets it out, and then they hang on to the ball. Lamont Rhodes hanging on to it. They never go to attempt to bring it in until
They
right
should
now.
be counting. The official should be on the baseline counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I know 8 seconds expired.
That was my concern. That Bedford was, they were smart. They waited. Officials didn't make them put it in play, and they didn't. Nobody has a timeout left. 6.6 seconds to go.
Well, now you have to foul immediately on the first pass.
So the Titans will try to get a steal on the inbounds. With 6.6 to go, Bedford leads by 1.
Unless we get a 5-second call.
They get it into Lamont Rhodes when he crossed the line.
Oh, my! Crossed the line! Wow!
Crossed the line on the inbounds pass. Lorain's going to get it back.
Good denial defense in that corner by Devon.
Now they took a half a second off. They should put that back on because that play never occurred, Bob. They took it down to 6 seconds. It should be at 6.6, but will they notice that?
Well,
he crosses the line. You can't start the clock on that. They lose a half a second. Andrew Stimba got it to Nas Bohannon. Spins, puts it
yes!
on, scores!
Yes! Yes!
There's no timeouts left, and the Titans win it! The Titans win! Nas Bohannon hit it at the buzzer!
That bedlam in the...
Bohannon
oh
hit it
my
at the buzzer!
goodness!
They're going crazy! They flood the court, they're going crazy! The Titans got a break, then they got it to Bohannon, and he put it up over Rhodes. Then the sophomore wins it. And neither team had a timeout, so they couldn't stop the clock. And they're going crazy in Lorain.
I've never seen bedlam on the floor like this before. Wow! Little baby hook shot by Nas, kissed off the back of the glass for the game winner.
Your final score, Lorain 63, Bedford 62. We'll come back and try to make sense out of it. You're watching boys varsity basketball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools television.
Is magic really magic? If a deal is too good to be true, well, don't be fooled. There is no magic. Credit Max Auto has a great selection of cars with fast, easy financing and payments you can afford. Check us out at creditmaxauto.com.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Nobody has a timeout left. 6.6 seconds to go.
Well, now you have to foul immediately on the first pass.
So the Titans will try to get a steal on the inbounds. With 6.6 to go, Bedford leads by 1.
Unless we get a 5-second call.
They get it into Lamont Rhodes when he crosses the
line.
line.
Oh, my! across the line.
Mike
Wow.
Smith crossed the line on the inbounds pass. Lorain's going to get it back.
Good denial defense in that corner by Devon.
Now they took a half a second off. They should put that back on because that play never occurred, Bob. They took it down to 6 seconds. It should be at 6.6, but will they notice that?
Well,
he crosses the line. You can't start the clock on that. They lose a half a second. Andrew Stimba got it to Nas Bohannon. Spins, puts it on, he scored!
Yes!
He scored!
Yes!
There's no timeouts left, and the Titans win it! The Titans win! Nas Bohannon hit it at the buzzer! And look at the bedlam. Look at the scene at Lorain as the players pour out onto the floor.
Wow.
The crowd meets them in its jubilation at Lorain. Alongside
Wow.
Bob Raskich, I'm Rob Polinsky. And Bob, we've seen a lot of basketball. I don't know if we've ever seen an ending like that. Bedford, they throw it away.
So much happened in the last minute.
Lorain inbounds it to Devon Andrews. Devon had the wherewithal to give up a good shot for a better shot. Nas Bohannon, a nice left-handed hook off the glass, no doubt about it.
Right. Well, actually, Nas lined up on the Devon's taking it out of bounds. Nas lined up and went away to set a screen. Barry cut off the screen, and then Nas turned and stepped right at the ball, just as a screener should. Caught it, nice spin move, and kissed it off the glass. I mean, it was a tremendous game. I mean, it was a fabulous game. It's almost like one of those games you have to watch again, or at least watch the last 3 minutes or so. A lot happened, and we were wondering, what's going to happen when Lorain High's challenged into the fourth quarter. And we found out, they went on a, Rob, did you see?
I'll go through it,
okay.
Bob.
And we came right back with a run of our own to end the game. So, I guess we've answered that question.
For the Lorain Titans, they were up 50-41 in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Bedford went on an 18-2 run. For the Bedford Bearcats. After being down by 9, they went up by 7, 59-52. But then the Titans, it looked like they were down and out, but they end up on an 11-3 run to win the basketball game, 63-62. Tell you what, neither team had a timeout down the stretch, and that played into the game because you couldn't do strategy.
Right.
And then once Bohannon made the shot, Bedford, they could not take a timeout.
Right.
So it was, and I'll tell you what hurt Bedford then, too, down the stretch. At first we thought it would hurt Lorain when it looked like it should have been a 5-second call on that delay of game when more time came off the clock.
Actually,
and that ended up
helped us.
coming back to
Yes,
hurting Bedford.
You're absolutely right, because obviously we thought that should have been a 5-second call, and that would have been our ball nevertheless. Kind of like a justice that they stepped across the 10-second line trying to make the inbounds. We should have had it anyway, but you're right. The fact that they let the clock run, left only 6 seconds left on the clock when we were taken out of bounds. You're absolutely correct, and that worked in our favor. I mean, this was a truly amazing game. I haven't seen the gym or any gym explode like this in Lorain, maybe ever. I mean, and here we are sitting in first place, and the players did great, played really hard. Our coaching staff made the right decisions. I'm sitting here watching this thing and thinking, okay, what would be going through my mind, and and in thinking I would have done things differently. But they did the right thing. They came out in denial. They forced the 2 turnovers in the last 30 seconds of the game. They didn't play and wait for Bedford to turn it over necessarily. They went and seized the moment and forced the turnovers, those 2 turnovers in the last 30 seconds, which were key. I mean, I think our coaching staff made the right call every step of the way in that fourth quarter. I really do.
All right, scoring by quarters. Lorain led after one, 18-15. They led at halftime 25-23. They led after 3, 40-39, and both teams scored 23 in the fourth quarter. Final score, Lorain 63, Bedford 62. Individually, for the victorious Lorain Titans, who now improved to 14-0 overall, they end the first round of the LEL undefeated at 6-0. Eddie Williamson had 2 points. It was that steal by Shane Smith. He got it to Williamson, scored the tying basket with about 40 seconds to play. Davier Andrews tonight finished with 11, 9 of them in the second half. Devon Andrews, 10 in each half, finished with 20. It was Rashad Berry finishing with 9. Nas Bohannon, including the game winner, the sophomore with 14, 12 of them in the second half. 56 points from the starting 5 of Lorain. Off the bench, Kevin Davis had 5. They were in the first quarter. Anthony Summers with 2. 7 off the bench, 56 from the starters gave Lorain 63. Jamar Ross and Shane Smith saw action off the bench. They didn't score, but Shane Smith had a heck of a game defensively. He caused that steal that got the ball to Eddie Williamson. I think Shane Smith was an unsung hero in this basketball game.
As you said, Rob, it's the little things.
Yes.
He did them.
Mike Smith, let's look at the Bedford scoring. Bedford tonight, Mike Smith with 6, Trey Granger with 4, Armand Perry with 11, including 3 deep threes that got Bedford back in it and got him the lead. Myron Pruitt had 11, and Lamont Rhodes had a team-high 15. 47 points from the starting 5. Off the bench, Cam Brandon was solid with 6. Sean Jeffrey had a good game with 8. Ramel Johnson with 1. 15 off the bench, 47 from the starters gives Bedford a total of 62. With the loss, Bedford goes to 7-3, 5-1 in the Lake Erie League. With the win, Lorain goes to 14-0, 6-0 in the Lake Erie League. If both teams hold serve, the rematch will be February 24th at Bedford on a Tuesday night. Bedford will try to even the series, and who knows, maybe tie for the league.
I look at the schedules. I think both teams. I don't see any other team in the LEL that I think this is the cream of the crop. These two good teams. They play good defense. They're good offensively in their own ways. They're tough teams to beat.
Well, we want to remind you, this was a triple header today. We had all 3 games on WLCS TV 20. Freshman game, Lorain 50, Bedford 37. JV contest, it was a dandy, and it kind of set the tone for this varsity game. It was Lorain's JV winning it 56-54, and in the varsity, Lorain over Bedford 63-62. We want to remind you, the next game in WLCS TV 20 will have it. It'll be Clearview right here at Lorain on Saturday, January 24th. And then the Titans will remain at home next Friday. WLCS TV 20 will have it as they take on Shaw right here on Friday, January 30th. Bob, it was a real pleasure being with you again for all 3 of them.
A lot of fun today.
It was a lot of fun, and this is why we do what we do. This was good stuff today.
It was. Great time. Great time. Great to see the support that the team's getting, a full gym.
Right, and a lot of people to thank. We want to thank Joe Bach, Terry Trout, Bob Schlembaker, and the entire Club TV 20 crew for all their hard work today. We hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how you couldn't have. One more time, the final. Lorain 63, Bedford 62. For Bob Braskich, this is Rob Polinsky saying, have a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.